Right, we are live. I think that's good levels. How's everyone doing tonight, if there is even anyone? Hello. Hey, Steven. Yeah. The first thing I like to do at the beginning of a stream is to run through from the very top. And hope that everything works as intended. Let's go. This is not the top. Let's start some move. I'm missing. I don't know why it does. The camera doesn't. It its right place. Just I keep like switching off the automatic hide. It's most annoying. Yofi, what's up, man? Yeah, it's been a while. Have you been doing good, man? In a while, as in we haven't uploaded or you haven't watched a video on the channel in a while. Let's see. See how the AI does it tonight. My notifications are on. I mean, I've been so. I try to get a video out once a week, but It's been at least, I try to get at least 3 out a month, and then 2, and then I skip a weekend. So I'll do the comic reviews. I've been like most of my free time, even like the time I used to make videos, I think has been going into my comics and my video game. I don't know, but since it's been a while, I don't know if you know, but my spiritual warfare theme video game is available for wishlisting on Steam. See if we get closer. Let's see, I should follow. Yeah. Responsive UI and everything.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
I just need some kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to do a health system. I just generally don't want to do a health system. So I need like some kind of difficulty condition. My idea is probably make the game time trial. I just don't want to do a health system. I don't know. So far, no one has fallen through the map and disappeared on me yet. Probably add like a power up. I think I can add like a power up to one of them. I think I should start putting link to the description. I think when I run, I feel like I can add more enemies. No, not start out. Try start unit and start FPS. That's a lot of try. I'm gonna move those generator things to the beginning. Let me change this song. I don't know. Usually when I like game dev in a code, I just be in a serious girly girl. Jesus pop, Jesus pop mood and music. There's a lo-fi playlist some other real like, but and then funny when I'm writing like epic, just like warfare kind of music, but I don't know, change it. It's time for everything. Because I was laughing because one of my like IRL friends, my one of my friends joined the stream last week, and he was saying that the music I had in the background was he really liked the music. I was like, oh, it's funny you say that because last week I was just saying I was just like listening to only like female Christian artists on it that I have on my playlist, and that's the first time he told me that he likes the music. That's not that funny. So this section, I have it where so you have we have 4 enemy types in the game. Made this far along, yeah. Actually, at the end, I'm pretty much at the end of what I'm trying to do. Because I optimize it, because now I have like this constant 120. Before it used to be like lagging, but that's because I had the sun and all those things working when I didn't need it to be working. This constant 120. I think I locked my thing. So the red enemies could only take damage from the flame guy. And then the pink color enemies could only take damage from bullets. I feel like I could do something more interesting with it, but the final crashes, well, not really crashes. Sometimes I have some enemies that spawn on the floor and they just disappear. And I didn't have that so far for tonight, which I'm happy. I think I might go and get Sky Shader from Imani's game. That one's like much cleaner than mine. Is the stream buffering a lot tonight, guys, or is it that just my internet on my laptop? The stream hasn't dropped any frames. Yeah, Yofi, it's been a while, dude. I think the last time I probably saw you in the chat or in the comments, I think was when I was now reviewing the Remnant series. What have you been doing well, though? Especially in... Oh, yeah, one thing here. Oh, I just finished a book. Oh, awesome. Comic book or novel? Stream lag out seems we could, yeah. That's you. Yeah, I was checking it. Yeah, for some reason it paused on my laptop too. Ah, got you. Yeah, you're stuck. Ah, got you. You can drop the link for it on Mufi.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
I do have mods, so if it gets blocked, I could unblock it. I don't think I have a link blocking on the channel though. I'm gonna call. One second, I'm gonna call. I didn't activate cheats. I got a call. I mean, I don't know, cause this. Oh, this should mute my Did not mute my mic. Is that muting my mic? No, it's not muting my mic. What kind of stream thing? It's not muting my mic. If I do this, X this, no.
Intruder alert. 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 Intruder alert.
I am mad. I am actually mad. That's what I did. That is insane. I've been talking for 10 minutes now. So my mute button is actually working. Ah, the mute button finally is working. Dude, I've been talking this whole time, and you're telling me, Stephen and you, if you have not heard a word I've said. So my mute button started working when I unmuted myself. Oh my word, I was saying when Yuffie said that the channel encouraged him. I was saying when Yuffie said that the channel encouraged him, I was feeling like so appreciative of that, and that's so cool to hear, and that's amazing to hear. And I was like, I've been speaking, and I think I thought you guys were responding back to me and stuff. Wow. Jeez. Wow. That's when I've been muted for like 10 minutes now, and I didn't realize. At least I know my mute button is working now, when it wasn't working earlier. I got a proper test of that now. At least I know that. Hey Corbin, how was your week, man? So when I was showing you guys like the comic and like just scrolling through the comic, you guys were just seeing the comic and was just like, I haven't heard a word I said when I was going through it. Good and tired. Ah, gotcha. So I was showing the comic, talking about the inspiration for the game. I was saying I'm really not feeling to. I am satisfied with this game just being like a run and gun, no real. Like you just play to the end. Alright, I'm honestly not feeling to like implement a whole health and this system for it. Because even saying like this game for me was how like an artist would do a fan art for a property that they like. That was just what this game is supposed to be for me. So I kind of like satisfied with where the game is with the character models and everything. I like how they like the hands and the body parts is just fly off. Modeler did a pretty good job with that. I'm trying to like be able to run through it, no bugs, and so what I'll implement tonight, I need to fix the elevators. Because at first I thought, oh, it would be cool for the elevators to be activated by that, but I think I'll just make them pressure sensitive. So I'll do that right after.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
That guy's in the floor. So that guy's in the floor. I haven't. Okay, I know of it, but I haven't watched it. Yeah, I haven't watched it. Oh, is it? It's pretty cool. Is it like the Wayfinder Saga? Or something along that lines? I know of it, but I haven't watched it myself. So then you break this, and final elevator raises. Good, nice. I know last week we were like talking about favorite childhood shows. Well, my childhood as like a Ben 10, like early 2000 stuff. So, what would you compare it to, Corbin?
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
Corner in the floor. That's weird. All spawn on the floor? And one is missing. Okay, that's all I know. This era satellite node, yeah. So instead of needing the generator, let's get to Jumanji. Yeah, I can play to that. Awesome. Oh, let me show you stream what some cool stuff has been cooking. So I think the last stream I was showing the work in progress for the I uploaded on Patreon right now. So I recently got the Wisdom character model. Well, the first part of the Wisdom character model. If you want to check out a short cinematic and some model testing that we did with it, you can check it out on the Patreon. Of course, everything is always on the free tier. But some cool. Then I had did some cool poses with a thing I could show like this. So I was trying to stay. So I did some cool poses for the model based off of some of the concept art from some of the artists we've worked with, and just some like stuff from some shots of some superhero concepts that I found. Maybe need to add some stock detection to the AI. Some stick detection to the AI, yeah. No, what I have actually, what I changed it to, because what it is a I added some zones. There's like zones, sketch zones, so that when they fall into it, they will get teleported back. So there's zones with an array that is it? Yeah. So there's these sketch zones underneath each section that deactivates per section with an array of respawn points. But what is happening here is that for some reason the AI would, when they bounce into each other, even though I have the decrowd thing and looked up like some forum posts on how to for it to not bounce each other, it keeps sending them to the stratosphere. So what I changed it to is instead of it catching them, it kills them. It kills anything that falls through, and it kills anything that falls through other than the player. Well, the player is very happy to play to like walk out of bounds and make sure to triple proof the out of bounds for the player. But it kills them and it sets them without them going flying. So for some reason, when they get hit, but that was actually my plan, to set one over the player, so that when some of them sort of join the space program, they die. They don't like have a chance to get caught. They just, as soon as they enter the box above the skybox, they just disappear. So I no longer have to worry about that. Yeah, how am I doing this? Am I getting the elevator? How am I doing this? So I have these elevator things, right? So I wanna add a collision box. I wanna add some collision boxes, right? So add some collision boxes and only. Oh, for real? If I increase the weight of the enemy, I think they would. If I artificially increase the weight of the enemy, Steven, you think they would, like, even if they get launched, you think they would come back down like a hot potato? It's like magnetized to the ground. He's a base character. I don't think I ever thought about that. This is the central one that all connected to. No, I never thought about that. Let me see mass, right? Mass is only 100. Check document if I teleport type, got you. But if I said this to like okay. I think when this wave wins, I think it activates. I think it activates this first elevator. So instead of this activating with the um movie, I wanted to activate instead only when the player walks through. So I want to do one snow so it could only fire once. Delay by like 3 seconds in case the other character needs to get onto the platform. And when that is completed, if you want to play that, send that up, reset, and then when it's done, I want to play. They say play, right? After delay is when we
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
so there's some elevator should not be pressure sensitive. Yeah, oh, right. So I'm guessing that if I walk off, I can't walk off there cleanly, right? If I walk off here, yeah, we'll see up there. Nice step back in here. Yeah, that's a fix. But I out waking up early for work tomorrow. Yeah, man. Thanks for passing through, Yuffie. All the best on your story and the book and stuff, man. Appreciate you passing through.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder
So
alert.
that would work, right?
Intruder alert.
No. I think I can shoot 7 bullets. What?
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
Oh, that was good. Oh jeez, why is that stuck there? Her Buccaneers. Okay, so the first elevator. The first elevator point works, right? Second one funked out on me. Second one activates after these satellites die, right? So, from here. Why is it interactive something? Sounds interesting. So this. Okay. Alright. Oh no, I'm just like deep in concentration while I'm watching this thing. Now I'm here. Because I got the first part of the elevator working. So I want to get the second part. Mesmerized by the elevator. It was looking pretty cool. And I was fixing the keyframes. Because usually I don't have all the since I'm on the ultra wide, I just pull the guys are like most of my like a 2K section of the monitor. But then there's like a small, I say like the last quarter of my monitor that is used for chat window and the sequences. Sometimes I'll be doing it and it's like right off of the just right off of the screen. So I was watching the keyframes. Like sometimes I'll be in blueprints on the other screen. Try to keep it on the same screen for stream though. Okay. So now I want to what is a variable? Saying disable boost phase elevator. Right. That is what activated, then we do that, right? Second box. No, I don't need a second box. I can keep the one box, but flip flop the logic. So that's dangerous. I didn't even check in the if the actor has a proper tag. Hey Jacob, how's your week, man? What's the conflict? Is it fine if I know it's not fair on the I don't see anything wrong with it. been good. Had some ups and downs, but it's been good overall. I mean, think with stuff like that, because I do have it's an old video. I know once I hit who me. There's an old video on the it's like one of my first set of videos. Gives you the money position vibes. Yeah, there's an aspect to that. There's an old video I have, which is Scarlet Remnant. So you don't like the magic style, the magic based characters. There's a video for Conflicted. This one, yeah. A message called Conflicted Christians, right? And it's 3 years old. They did in 2022. But there's a section about is it wrong to like shows and movies with demonic themes? I think that kind of would line up into that question you asked. If you want to like more condensed, I do believe in the Xplanations Discord. I haven't updated it in a while. Luckily, we do have some folks in there that be dropping the amazing art like Hyperstabby, and I think Samuel has been dropping some of his stuff, but Stabby just drops something once a week, which is awesome. But in here, there's I think there's a FAQ stuff that I usually see very commonly on the channel, and I'm not very conflicted. Oh no, it wasn't to say that you're conflicted. It was like just a catch-all term that I used for that video at the time. But I kind of like summarize it some more in. It's a long. Well, summarize is a long post here, but I do it some more here. But if you want like a video version for it, is in this thing. This video is just like going over a lot of the questions that I saw in the thing on like there's many different questions. Just certain questions like why do we care so much? Is my conviction wonky or misplaced? Is watching movies, shows, or playing games a sin? Why are we not just happy that with the fact that a lot of shows, despite they being full to the brim of demonic stuff or anti-biblical stuff, why are we not just happy that it at least promoting a good message? If God knew it was bad, why didn't he stop me? I share some stuff about my own personal testimony with fiction, and well, kind of went into like God gives us free will, and it's like, is it wrong to like shows and movies with demonic themes? And then just is it okay to use fiction to get through hard times? And those kind of questions. So I think that would line up with that, with the question on like in shows or movies with demonic themes. Well, not the Venom question, but just like one of the things I always say is like, what is the reason behind that? Doesn't you have like an ulterior reason? I read what you said, but just like, what if it comes to the question of if it's wrong for a Christian to? I think it's really the wrong idea. The real question is, what do you believe God thinks? Yeah, that's actually ultimately what it always comes down to. It comes down to me. Because even in there's another video we did, another video which was actually a stream clip video on it was a stream clip video that some of the regulars at the time was circulating around, and it was where is it? Oh gosh, I know I put like a scarlet. I was cheesy with it and put a Scarlet Witch thing on the thumbnail. If I could find the thumbnail. It was a really cool conversation we had on stream, but just people in stream chat were talking. I'm trying to find it. Where is it? I think I was titled it The Problem. The problem. There's a problem. This one, yeah. The main issue with fantasy and fiction as Christians. And I was kind of like just trying to hit the algorithm. Kind of just like trying to hit the algorithm. But mainly what it was talking about is that for me, when I was talking about for me personally, and I was talking about some of the guys and they on stream, because this was a stream clip back in 2024. Because it started a stream clip with someone asking, I think the question was, so what is your view on, no, it wasn't that. It was, it was, as a Christian, what is your view on fantasy? And me personally, I judge things through, I said at the time it was through, let me pause the music. Let's play that clip real quick. To source implementation and yeah, my yeah. Fantasy always comes down to source implementation and source implementation and source. This is the word I use. Source and implementation. So, for example, I do believe that there are spiritual forces, like no joke, like believe that the devil is real, demons are real, and motivation. Yeah, correct. I think. Yeah, source implementation and motivation. The source of every source material has a source behind the source material. Yes, what is being presented on the screen is fictitious, but there's a source behind that source material. The source behind that source material could be someone's imagination, or it could be demonically influenced. The implementation of it usually comes down to, all right, if that is the source material, then how was it implemented? For example, my series is based off of spiritual warfare. I pull passages from all over throughout the Bible. I also use well, I don't do like deep research into demonic things, but I do pull demonic things as references. And not my like my personal demonic like experiences, but more so rather aspects from different pagan traditions and stuff as a sole part of the source material for my comic on how I deal with false gods and those things and how my character interacts with things like that. But my implementation of it is not that I am glorifying those things or praising those things, but I'm using it in implementation as making, different enemy types, different enemy types, different just showcasing like difference in worldview and stuff within my comic series and just some of the things I make. And then the motivation aspect of it comes down to why why is it, and it's not just like motivation as in like, oh, motivation as in going and to the gym or something. It's motivation in regards to why do you love this thing so much, or what was the author's reasoning for including it into the what was the author's reasoning for including it into the story, or what was the motivation, what was their motivation for including it in the story or putting it into the show or TV, the show or movie or comic in that kind of way. Some people motivation would just be like they thought it was cool. Other people motivation could be like, no, that is the demons that they're rocking with, and that is like that is the stuff that they believe in. Because when you back and forth we had in the server one time was about magic, where some people had we had a back and forth in the Discord server time about magic, where all kind of like just the word magic was considered demonic. I was like, can I really consider just the word magic or like any kind of fictional magic as catch all demonic? For example, and the example I used was me. I grew up with a younger sister, so I love the Tinkerbell movies, the Pixies and the Tinkerbell, Periwinkle, those characters, and I can't classify those at the same level as I do with Doctor Strange or the kind of where it's literally straight out occultic stuff. I can't put that on the same playing field, me personally. So that's where it comes down to like the source implementation and motivation of the source implementation and motivation of anything in fiction. And that was, for me personally, that's what I always check. What is the source behind the source material? How do they implement it into the piece of fiction? And what is the motivation behind why they put it in? It's okay. I'm not a fighting. I'm not really a fighting game fan. Not really a fighting game player. But I see that it's fun though. See for like its target audience, they seem to be liking. I do like the art style. The art style is really cool. I'll say that. I really like the art style. But I'm not a fighting game. I'm not a fighting game player. Do you play it? Same to you, Jackal. I do appreciate your comments on all the videos, Andy. Take care, man. Okay. Let me do the second elevator. It is like 11 o'clock here. I'm kind of a bit tired. But I want to finish this elevator. So let me finish the... Nice. So, because I went on a tangent there. Jackal got me fired up on that topic there. The second elevator should play. Second elevator should play the level sequence. Yeah, if that plays that, that one should play this. Oh, is that not section 2? No, it's not section 2. That one should play this. Ah, I play oh. Test this out.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
I really like the intro, so the intro like thing after them. What happened there? Oh. It was on thing. No.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
And it just teleport?
Intruder alert. Intruder.
Okay. Ah, I think I have that thing on by accident. I should check this now. Yeah, it has that on by accident. Debian plugin may be a little over engineered, but I plan to create documentation. Maybe that would be awesome, Stephen. I mean, I know how your style is. That would be awesome. I have no doubt it's gonna be pretty good. I saw your message from last night. I just didn't get the time to properly respond to it, but I'll do it after stream. And also, you know what I'm working towards. So kind of like, now that I have the model, I have more of a direction on like where I want to be, especially since I'm going locked in to go on Rufus in June for sure, because I bought my ticket and stuff, and where I want to get my vertical slice to. Well, working towards on a vertical slice. I share it after when I wrap stream. And two, I also bought a PS5 today, so I wanted to play Spider-Man Miles. So I was looking to end stream around 11 o'clock, and it's 3 minutes to 11. I want to use PS5 because I have a rig, so yes, it was a busy day. Reset. What even is this stop sequence? What is that? I think I need this. I don't even know what I was using that for. I don't even know what I was using that for. So now the do ones is run here, but both elevators should trigger the thing if needed.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
No, that's why it did not work, because this is not being told when it could change. That's why it wasn't working. Yeah, I think I should at least start, because there's only one final reactor. Right? So when begin play at active class. Not right. Should do it later on. What is it right on? Why is it 2? Honest hours are well done. Set elevator to true.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
Lord. I'm afraid to walk off. I'm walking off because then it might do such a weird. You got stuck, really? Really? Okay, this is how I play this. Word.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
Yeah, that is funny, I know, right? Oh my word. Literally got stuck on the edge. At least the elevator is working. The elevator system I just did. At least that's working. Oh gosh, this one almost walked off. At least that's working.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
Guy keeps. I checked to see what you say about collision thing, you know, because that guy always spawns with his head just destroyed. And I see the second elevator working. Wait, that thing was stay up there now. Oh, it went up. It went back up. You're not supposed to do that. Come on, quick, come on, quick. What the keyframes fight?
Intruder alert.
Ole.
Intruder alert. Intruder.
Oh no, it not go. That's a new bug. This box is destroying all my bullets. I know. I don't think I need to worry because of that bullet. I just don't want to again transport it. Yeah. How much I?
boy.
Intruder
I mean, tell
alert.
I'm trying to get
Intruder
a
You again?
question. I'm not streaming. Why? Yeah, because I mean that is new. I don't know if it's where the spawn point is. If the spawn point is probably too low. 'Cause I never had problems on top there. Recently. I guess you got thanks. Bye. I cheated. I'm not cheating. That's a new one though. At least the AI says spot.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
See, play. See, because that's the thing too. I made sure that they I would have the animation because that was an issue. And what I did, I went back to the comic book. Just like looking at the comic book for probably a way to solve it. And what I determined was whenever they came down in the comic, the robots and they came down from like the air. So I went and I got an animation where the robots and they were like landing, to try to avoid the spawning issue that I had. But since I didn't alleviate it. Let's think, oh jeez. The AI got stuck. Where is this? Where did this AI go? Why? How did it get there? I actually have no idea what path this thing took. Oh wow. It's good. Oh Casper, what's going on? We gotta play some more Overwatch at sometime soon, you know. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Good.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
See, the ones on this side don't get stuck. Wait. I've been waiting. So this is surface within our mesh is being generated. Oh, I know what I mean. I'll check it after, yeah. Caught bench trusting you. You played the new Blackout it is Blackout 2. Come quick. Did I put the guardrail? I don't even want to try it. No, I did not put the guardrail there. And this is not just in the top. It is stuck. What is going on? all the way. Thank you. Get off. See? That guy on the bottom. I done see him. No, there's no internal geometry. At least oh, I think that's what it means, Steven. Because it shouldn't have a nav mesh there. I am using this one big nav mesh as a small map. I don't think it should have no. Alright, coming out today. Yeah, it has geometry. So is that the case with these two? This one's just... I mean, I have way too much spawn points on this end side. You know, I need... to disable. Because that thing's starting the thing on a loop and I don't want it on a loop like that. I see a blocking volume. I'll put a blocking volume in front of the elevator so we can't fall off. That could be a factor. So they're just constantly building navigation every time the thing going up. Ooh, no, that's not good. Other thing is on. Oh, wait. That's not test the elevator. Yeah. Let's see if this second elevator working now. No, it's not. Are you kidding me? Tell me, went up and got stuck. Cheating. By stepping, it should. I should go back down. Take a I should wait like 6 seconds. I shouldn't move. At least I can confirm this second elevator is working. There's not gonna find a single. Yeah. That's weird. So all of them are English now. Take a look at it for next week's stream. Yes, everybody doing that now. You know what? You know what it is even? I increased the mass. I'm sure that's it. I'm sure that's it. I increased the mass by 1,000,000. I am sure that's it. If I said it was 100, right? I'm 100% sure that had to do with it. I am sure that has something to do with it. I think that's what it was. I increased the mass so they don't go flying, but I think it's putting them in the ground when they fall or something. Let me see. I think played and stick my elevator, and I am very annoyed. I'll laugh if that was the issue. Let me see. If the robots were too heavy and they were falling to the ground. Mm, that's bad. Yeah. Steven is the master of the characters. Wow. It was the master of the characters. So I'm pretty sure if I come here, this thing is sticking my elevator again. How? How was it? Why? Elevator. Wait, where is? Oh no, where's the elevator? It went all the way down? If I touch this right. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. I'll take it. Never mind. These still getting stuck. Never mind, my happiness streak is over. These still getting stuck. I don't want is like non-existent. Yeah, this one's for. Might be struggling. It's like, yeah. If I. Yeah, because I was such actually what. That mass auto assign something, right? Hmm. That's so weird. That is so weird. That's so. Yeah, but that's a weird thing. I've never had. This is like a new issue. I've actually never had an issue with spawning like that before. I removing the nav mesh entirely. I only the only like bug I had with game logic was where some enemies would get hit and teleported. So taking out the nav mesh, this fall really slow. So no nav mesh in the world, and they spawn really slow, right? With the nav mesh in the world. Yes, it's a nav mesh. It's a nav mesh. Yeah. Because this is something to do with a nav mesh. It's a nav mesh. Because without the nav mesh, they spawn normal. When the nav mesh is activated, they are falling right through. Ah, if said nav mesh will be generated underneath the surface of the geometry. What? Let's try that. Was that the setting you were telling me about? Okay, so sorry. Let's see what's my spawn policy. It's so weird. No nav mesh it spawns. With nav mesh is the problem. That what, right? When I take out the nav mesh and reeling or the rebuild. Oh, gosh. My word. Because if I take out my nav mesh, I don't need these proxy links. Right? If I take out the nav mesh, they spawn normal. They can't move, but they spawn. On this tonight, yeah. Yeah, I think it's just like a wolf. Zap reaches like a simple fix. There, if I take off the nav mesh, it works as intended. I'll show you last 5 on this side. So no nav mesh, it works as intended. With nav mesh, it's falling through. You're trying to figure that century in. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. I'll call it. I just need to see the victory screen. Yeah, that's working. So I guess it's enough. I shall look into that. Well, not after tonight. Probably next week's stream. Because once I have that, I would. Because once I have that, and the enemies no longer like it, I could do a run where the enemies don't disappear or fall through. That'd be pretty good. There's one missing. You kidding me? How do you fall off? The last one for the night? Really? Right. Indeed. You only ally I can't move because I don't have enough much. Ah, it's our plan to end the game. Nice, even to anyone still in chat, thank you for tuning in at the end of this week's stream. Hope you guys have a blessed rest of your week and a blessed next week. And see you guys here again Thursday night at 9. Well, I'll try for 9:15 p.m. every Thursday. 9:15 p.m. EST. Enjoy your night. Bye.